All right, hello everybody. Welcome. Welcome to PosterMyWall Shortcuts for Power Users. I'm Lisa and I'm going to be your coach today. So imagine how satisfying it would feel to be a PosterMyWall power user, somebody who had new keyboard shortcuts that could cut out strokes and streamline their design process. Well, in the next 20 minutes, that's what we're going to work on. I am going to show you some basic keyboard shortcuts that can speed up your design time and make you more efficient and send you on your way to being a true PosterMyWall power user. Before we get started, please use the comments and let us know who you are and where you are. If you have any questions today, please share them in the comments. And if we don't answer your question live today, we'll go back to you within 24 hours. And if you stay till the end, we will have a discount code that'll give you 30% off on an annual premium subscription to PosterMyWall or upgrade. By the way, I am here in Atlanta, Georgia, and my colleague Suzy will be helping me with the comments, and she is in the San Francisco Bay Area. So Suzy, who is with us today?
Well, so right now I'm still waiting for names to come up and populate themselves, but we've got 67 people joining us.
Woohoo! 67.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. So why don't we get started? And again, like Lisa said, anytime you've got a question, a thought, a comment, go ahead and drop it into the chat below. Oh, hi, India.
Ooh, India.
And Michelle and Karan. And woo-woo, Atlanta. Thank you.
Yeah. Go Georgia.
Indeed.
All right, so during the demo today, you may also want to open PosterMyWall in another browser and work along with me, or you may want to, what you can do is you can come back. This video will live here on our Facebook page. So, and also we'll put it on our website and on YouTube. So if you want to go back at your own pace and, practice and go back and forth, you'll be able to do that. Encourage you to do that. And I just also want you to know that these are a lot of shortcuts. They're hard to learn all at once. I use PosterMyWall a lot, and I only use about half of these regularly. You'll find some you like, some you don't. So, just pick and choose what works for you. The idea is to make your PosterMyWall experience, as good as you can for you. So right now, Suzy's going to post a link in the chat with all of the shortcuts that we're sharing today, and then some. And while she's posting that, I am going to get started. All right, so here we are on the PosterMyWall homepage. And today, as I show you these shortcuts, talk you through the shortcuts, I am going to be using I'm going to be designing a template for an accounting firm. And anyway, so what's going to be kind of interesting about the way we do that is that I am going to search for a template, not for accounting, but say, click Browse Templates for healthcare. And the reason that I'm going to do this is because PosterMyWall is so darn flexible that basically what I do when I'm looking for a template, I find something with a layout similar to what I want. And then, the look and feel, when you change out the photos, the text and everything else, you can make it look like how you want it to look. I have a friend who says that that's the way that she stands out in her market, is that she will look for templates from other markets and use them. And then she ends up with something very different. So I am looking for a healthcare template that looks like something that might fit for accountants. And I think I've got one right here. Click Customize. And we are in. And the first thing I'm going to do is name the template. And I will call it Shortcuts. And our first shortcut is going to be that I am going to save my template by clicking Shift and S. You can see that brought up the Save dialog box. You can close that. And I can go back anytime in making my template or making my design that I want. I can click Shift S and I will go to Save. Next thing is the Tab key. What the Tab key does, which is really cool, is you can see we're bopping through the whole design and you can see what your elements are. I always recommend that people, when you open a new template, you do that to see what you've got. You can see there's copy and there's some copy down there. Another shortcut, click Delete, things go away. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some things I know I don't need. Let's see what else. So there's the woman, the honeycomb in the background. There's a bunch of shapes. There's a World Wide Web thingy. Get rid of learn more. Okay, so another shortcut for you is Command plus or minus. Now, if you are on a PC, Windows or a Windows machine, when I say Command, you want to push Control plus whatever the other key or keys I give you. I'm on a Mac, and on Mac it is Command. So Command plus is going to zoom us in, and Command minus zoom us out. All right, so first thing, actually, I'm going to go through here. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some of the stuff I know I don't want. No, I don't want this or this. Okay, that's all gone. So text. If you wanted to add new text and you wanted to use your keyboard, all you have to do is Shift T. You can see you've got a new text dialog box. You know, from there you can move it, you can edit it, you can change the font, anything you want. I'm going to work with the text I already have, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to click delete and get rid of that too. Okay, now I am going to change this text. I'm going to change it to accountants you can trust. And I'm going to center that. Now we can drag that out of the way, or the other thing you can do is click Command and the arrow keys to move things around. So you can see I'm moving it up and I'm moving it over, get it out of my way so that I can see it. Now, if you just use the arrow keys, you also can move around an object you've indicated, but you can see it's a much smaller move. So if you want to just move it a couple of pixels, you use the arrows, and if you want to move it further, you go to Command. So let's see, I'm going to put this text about there. Okay, I'm going to click this, and again, Command. I'm going to move this out of the way for now, and click this, and again, Command and the arrows, and move this down. Change that to trust. Now, if I want this to be a little bit bigger, again, I can just click, oops, sorry. I can use my plus keys and my minus key, just plus or minus. Again, I had to click out of the text, otherwise it thought I was adding a plus to my text, but as soon as I was out, you can use plus and you can use minus and make that text the size that you want. And then of course use Command and the arrow keys and move it into place. And this is a little far apart, so I'm going to go down here and go to my line height. And I'm going to just bring that a little closer together. All right, and then take that word trust and move that into place. And give our little yellow underscore, and again, Command and my arrow keys. Move that into place. So you can see sometimes it's easier to use the mouse, sometimes it is easier to use the keys, again, whatever works for you. Another thing to know is Command Z and Shift Z, okay? Command Z, that's undo and redo. So you can see Command Z, it's going where it was. Command Shift Z, I'm moving it back into place. Okay. From there, let's see, I'm going to place a logo. So I've already got it uploaded, so I'm going to go to from my photos. And my internet's a little slow today, I apologize. We add the logo. And again, Command and the arrow keys to bring it into place. Move it over. The minus key, bring it a little smaller. And I think that's about good. Okay. Now, quick thing. Now, if you want to select multiple items, again, you can hold down the Shift key and you can click. Okay, I don't want the logo, but say I wanted this little underscore here. Let's see, click off. That's getting trust is not getting the underscore. Okay, so that's when you would use the tab key. So then I can hold down my shift key. Because see, that was behind, that was in a lower layer underneath the copy for trust. So now that I've clicked that, now I can click this too, they should all be grabbed. And so now when I use my arrow keys, you can see they're all moving together. So once you get your items placed, you can move them as a group. If you ever wanted to select every item on the page, it's Command and Shift and A. You can see, then you could, again, you can move everything around, you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. I'm gonna, let's see, get this back to where it was. Okay. So next we're going to do the photo. Now, obviously this isn't an accountant, right? This is a medical professional. So we're going to get rid of her, and we're going to get rid of this, it's not clicking on the, there, get rid of the honeycomb. So if you want to bring up the stock photo library very quickly, very easily, you just push Shift P. Once you've got that dialog, put in what you want, click Enter. Oops, C-C-O-U-N. I spell accountant wrong. All right. So now, oh, here, this woman looks like an accountant. We add her in. I'm going to use the Remove Background key over here. Click, click. And there she is. And now again, Command and the arrows. I can move her over. Now I'm going to show you with my mouse. I want, you know, we can see where the picture, these are layers. And so we've got this white swoosh, and we want her to kind of wrap under there and go up to the top. So I can use my plus key and keep making her bigger. And then in Command and the arrow up. And then more pluses and more arrows up. All right, so she's filled the space. And then again, Command and the arrow to get her over to the side about where I want her. Now she's covering things up. PosterMyWall works in layers. Every item you put on your canvas is a layer. And so at some point you're going to have things hiding behind others. And so then you'll need to change the layers. You edit that with the backward and the forward, but the keyboard shortcut for that is Shift up and down. So if I have the lady, if I click on the lady and I click Shift and the down key, I'm going to move her back, and you can see the items coming up one at a time. There's the web address, there is the little globe, and there is the white thing. And there she is. Likewise, if I wanted her further up, I can shift the arrow and bring her back up to the top. So pretty cool, huh? Can do the same thing with a video. I'm going to get rid of my lady. And if you wanted to have a video of an accountant instead, you want a little motion to make your design a little more attractive, you push Shift V. And now you're in the video search. Oh, see, I can't spell A-C-C-O-U-N-T. My spelling is the worst, I apologize. So I'm going to scroll down, look for a nice accountant, somebody who, this one looks like she's pulling her hair out, so we'll skip her. Aha, here we go. That one's pretty cool. So there she is, and we do the same thing. Just wanted to let you know, someday there will be a remove background tool for the videos too. That is not ready yet, something coming soon, something to look for. So again, I'm going to use my plus key, make her bigger, and my command arrow up, move her over, and move her over into place. And then again, the shift key and down to move her back. You can see the copy coming up. And actually now I'm going to move her over a little bit more so we can see that. See that she has some cool pie charts and stuff behind her. Now, once you have your video in, if you want it to play, easy shortcut, just use the space bar. And you can see that starts your video. The space bar again will stop it. One more thing I wanted to show you is how to duplicate objects. If you wanted to say a drop shade for this word trust, you could just push Command D and it would make a second set of copy, right? I'm going to turn that to yellow. Then again, use the command and the arrows to bring it over, and then use just the arrows to make it very close. And what we just did with the shift and down to bring it back. And you can see we made a really nice custom yellow shadow. That's a really fun thing to do. If I had been unable to, if I had wanted to do something else with that, and I had been able to not click the word trust that I wanted because of the other, again, I could have tabbed through, and that would have allowed me to have grabbed the lower layer. If I wanted to take the lower layer and bring it up, like I'll show you now. If I do that, if I click, you can see it's grabbing that top layer. But if I had tabbed through, oh, it's still the top layer. But if I kept tabbing through, eventually it would grab that bottom layer for me. All right. So then when you're done, obviously you push Shift S to save again. And your design is done. All right, so we've gone through a lot today very quickly. That's why I recommend that you use that link Suzy gave you and go back and practice on your own. You learn to use the tab key to select elements, the plus and minus keys to resize things, arrow keys to move elements around, and a couple of keystrokes to open the dialogues to place your videos or place your photos. This does take practice. My suggestion is you just pick one of these shortcuts and work with it. If you like it, keep using it. If you don't, and then add another shortcut. You know, I love using those arrow keys and the plus and minus to resize. Some of the other things I do tend to still use the mouse. Suzy, do we have any other questions?
So we did have one question, and I think it's always good to show off this feature. The question was about removing backgrounds. So I think you did do it, but since we had a question about it, why don't you, if you can just show again how you
Let me go back.
When you can do that, just show the process.
Okay. So I'm going to add, no, I don't want one of my, sorry, I don't want one of my photos. I want a stock photo. Okay, Shift P. All right. I'll grab this piggy bank. We'll see what happens. Sometimes the photos, it doesn't take everything out. Now this is a premium feature. If you're a pay-as-you-go or a free PosterMyWall user, you do not have access to remove background. But this is just a magical, wonderful button. You can just see we have this photo, and right here it says remove background. I click on it, and it takes a few seconds. And it's not going very fast today. There we go. And you can see now I've just got my pig. You know, and then once again, once you have your object, it's just like any other object that you can rotate it, put, you know. Actually, the piggy bank's not so bad for a counting poster. So anyway, that is a premium feature, and it's just one touch. You just click the button. We also have a masking feature, which is where you can decide exactly what's coming off the back, you know, what you're cutting out and what you're not, but you have to put in a lot of points. So it's always best to try the background, you know, the one touch background first, because it is just so much easier. Any other questions, Suzy?
No, that was the only one. We've got quite a few comments about, oh, actually, here's a question from Juliet, wanting to know if it's free to save. So that's probably a good thing to talk a little bit about.
Is it free to save? Yes, actually on PosterMyWall, if you are a free or pay-as-you-go customer, free customer, so long as you're only, you can be a free customer. The only size downloads that you can do when you're for free are social media size, low res, and they come with a watermark that, you know, that says PosterMyWall. It says designed by PosterMyWall on it. Many people use that. I mean, thousands of people use that, and they're very happy with that. So if, you know, so yes, you can save, you can set up an account without putting in a credit card at all, and you can use PosterMyWall for free. But then if you do want a higher resolution output or download, what you're going to have to do is, you know, pay as you go. There is a pricing page. Let's see. I can't see my menu. My Zoom menu is over my, if you go back to the PosterMyWall homepage, you can click, there is a pricing menu. And this will show you, all the things that are free. And if you have the free ones, and if you do want to download higher resolution, depending on what it is, videos are $14.95, images are $2.99. With premium, all those things are included. But yes, you can say for free. That was a long answer to a very short question. I'm sorry. Anything else, Suzy?
No other questions from the people watching. 24 comments though. Thank you guys so much. It's great to hear what you're working on and how life is treating you.
Yeah, so thank you. Thank you so much. I love PosterMyWall. It is so much fun, and I love sharing it with you. Suzy's going to share a few more links in the chat. She's going to resave that one with the list of all of those keyboard shortcuts in case anybody wants any of those.
Indeed, it's also on the PosterMyWall help page. So if you lose this link, you can Google for it, but it's coming into the chat right now.
Yes, it is on the help menu. Also, she's going to give you a link for our hosted classes. We have, every time we do one of these classes, we do record them. We have a Get Started Quick class. We have one specializing in video. We have one specializing in animation effects. So you may want to go back and watch some of our earlier classes. And also, she's going to give you a link to all of our tutorials. We have animated tutorials on, using individual features. So anything you want to know, you should be able to find it there. So if you have any other questions, please do put them in the comments. We will keep looking back for the next 24 hours.
So Amos says we need more discounts. So that reminds me.
Oh, yes.
For setting us up.
That's what's next, is the discount. Let me go back to, actually, I went off the page, didn't I? Let me bring up, And there you are. Today's promo code is shortcuts 30% off a subscription for a quarter or a full year of Premium or Premium Plus if you're a new user, or you can use that for an upgrade from Premium to Premium Plus, or if you're free user, you can obviously use it for a subscription. We have a limited number of these available, so please do use them fast because they will run out. If anybody does use any of the techniques we've used today, or even if you just want to show us what you're making with PosterMyWall, we are always looking for how customers use. We learn a lot from seeing how our customers use PosterMyWall, and we also need content. We love to show off what our customers work in our blog posts. So if that's something you're interested in, use that hashtag Learn with PosterMyWall when you post your things on social media, and we will find you. We will track you down. Also, we've got our next class for people who it's called Create Mouthwatering Menus in Minutes. That class is January 27th at 12:30 Eastern. Now, menu, you think restaurant and bar, but think about all the other people, all the other businesses that use, spas, muffler shops.
Yoga instructors.
A lot of people need a list of their services or their products. Even if you're doing a church bake sale and you have a poster, you're going to want a list of everything you have for sale. And our menu tool will help you put together a really nice looking menu with or without prices and with or without supporting definitions. There's just a lot of capability, and I can't wait to share that with you. So thank you from both Suzy and I, and thank you from PosterMyWall. We hope you have a great day, and thank you for joining us.
And if you have any further questions, we will take a peek at the comments at the end of the day, and anything that didn't get answered or that we can answer again, we will do that. Bye.